Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Evan Better Presents, and this is of course Factorio, and I thought this would be, I figured this would be our final episode of Factorio for this first playthrough. There's really nothing left to do. I'm currently researching the rocket defense, which I stipulated before was going to be our final achievement for this particular playthrough, but I thought we would just go through a little walk through the factory here, just to show it off in all of its glory here. You know, so we've got a monster production line here. Let's take a look at the map for a second. You see the size of our facility. I mean, look at the size of this son of a bitch. It's fucking massive. Yellow lines are, of course, the conveyor belts and such. And the main reason I feel that I can just kind of walk away from this now is because there's nothing left to do, really. I've wiped out so many of the biters now that they're not anywhere near me. You know, I've wiped out hives upon hives upon hives. There's no hives left anywhere nearby. I wiped out everything in this entire area. I mean, look how far down we had to go to wipe out another hive. I've effectively destroyed the biter population on this map here. But I think what's most impressive is how much I've learned about going forward when I start over on a new map without custom-made map and none of the advantages this map gave me. The only thing I will do is I will make it so that there is, you know, large population of a large amount of deposits. I won't create deposits like I did with this one, but I will, you know, I'll set it up so that there are large amounts of the deposits. This was definitely a good learning experience. I learned that things like making any kind of circuit, for example, has to be its own dedicated production line. My biggest problem was a lot of my production lines, they share, you know, they're sharing with other stuff. So there's like 5 or 6 machines on a production line. Well, that just caused nothing but problems. That was a bad move. What are those? Oh, those are machine frames. But yeah, so like that was the biggest thing I learned, is that you just can't freaking do that. What's in here? Explosives. Nice. One production line for one freaking one source of material for one production line is the best bet. You know, a lot of cases here, the only reason these things are getting what they're getting is because it's just too full. But like originally I had something for example, I had something picking the steel off this belt, right? And the steel was going onto this belt here, but I just didn't have enough. You know, over here I've got more than enough copper plate production. And this is the key, I think, right here, is you basically just have your main copper production line and you split it. That's how we're going to do it going forward. We're just going to split it so that you keep an even number to different lines, right? Like this line here, there's 2 other lines going off of this one line here, basically. I think that's the key. As long as you split everything, so you got plenty and plenty and plenty of you know, supply, there's no problem. It's when you start trying to split the supply up that you start running into big problems. Like this example. This is a good example. You know, I'm setting iron plates up there. There's no goddamn reason for it. The iron plates... Is it just this machine that's taking the iron plates at this point? What else is feeding... Like that one too, eh? And then they go over here. Is that taking iron plates? Yeah, it is. So, in this case, the better thing to do would be to kill the iron plate production on this line here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive these iron plates over to this. That just makes more sense. Just makes frickin' so much more sense to do it that way. So that's what we're going to do. I need one of these. Oh! We can begin. We're going to need 1,000 of those. Oof. I don't think I have enough purple vials to make 1,000. That might be a problem. See? Ta-da! And then we just scoop up that crap. There we go. Now I can turn off these robots. They don't even need to do that anymore. Whoa, what have I done? Oh dear. Cancel that. Cancel, cancel, cancel. How do I cancel this? I don't want to throw a gas grenade. There we go. And as far as the copper production line right there is concerned, what's taking copper at this point? I've got a main copper line right there. This needs some copper. I'll just direct this thing. Now what's going in this? Oh, my piercing ammunition. So in this case, I'll just move this copper line down. Since we've already started production on our rocket defense, the game is almost won. Factorio is almost won. Screw the rest of you. I'm better than all of you. I won Factorio. Alright, so we need a couple of underground pass thingies. Where is that? Okay. And we stick a stupid ass roboto right like that. Whoops. Reverse that. Hey, roboto. What is your problem, roboto? That's going the right way. That's going the right way. So, what's the fucking ish? Why can't it drop right there? Sometimes that happens. Okay. Where's the track? Alright, so let's just grab some track. We'll just move it... and then we'll move the robot right there. There we go. Cha-da! And that's all it takes, baby. That's all it takes. That's all she wrote. And since this robot is not going to be able to find that anymore, we're going to turn him around. No, that won't work. Okay. Now, problem being is we also need copper up here, right? Because copper production is being used for what? The batteries. So we need to send some copper up that way. So we redirect one of these lines. How the fuck am I going to do that? I need a long reach guy. See, this is one of the issues. Is I started crisscrossing a little too much. Like, look how complicated everything is here. Stupid everything. Becoming a little hard to balance everything out. What is this even making? Oh, the ammo. I keep forgetting that. How the hell am I going to do this? It's so fucking crowded here. Alright, so the copper ends right there, and that's for my making of production, copper production, but this is just making circuits. I have too many circuits, I have too much copper. So if I just divert a little line of the copper here, so I need a far reach one of these green bitches. No, that's not the ones, it's the red ones. Okay. And I gotta put it on that conveyor belt over there. Ugh, that's not gonna be easy to do. What if here? No. Here? Huh? No, that won't work. What am I doing? Alright, so I'll just use a regular one, I guess, would be the easiest thing to do in this case. Boom. And we put the conveyor belt like that. Send this bitch under here. So do we have any more of those pass-throughs? No. Okay, so let's build a few more pass-throughs. Ta-da. And then we just curve the track up here. And then we curve it back into that. And there you go. La 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 bamba. See how easy that is? And now we've cut off the need for the rest of this track here. And that increases the production that's going down this way. For the steel. See, this is what I'm talking about here. You see how many lines are coming off this one main production line? Like, everything down here is running off this one fucking line. That causes a big issue. The smart thing to do, instead of having these machines picking piece by piece, is to sort it with those sorting machines. That way you get a complete, fair amount. Alright, so we need 1,000 of those purple guys. How many do we have left in this bastard? 406. No, that ain't enough. 67 more. Let's put those back. 80. 136. 500. 600, 700. There might be enough there. We'll see. I mean, rocket defense seems like it's going pretty good. I don't want to have to go out and go get more. I really don't. Now, what's making these green ones, and what is not? I should say a better question is, what is not making these green ones right now? What are we missing? Or is they're just not upgraded to go faster? No, that's exactly what it is. They're just not upgraded to go any faster. Stupid things. All right. Well, we can always make a couple of upgrades for these machines here, and then speed module. Because green seems to be the only one that's holding us up at the moment. We got shit tons of red. We got, oh my god, retarded amounts of. Oh, blue stopped. Why is blue production stopped? See, now this is the bane of my existence here. I change one thing, and all of a sudden everything else is broken. Now, why did this break? What is the holdup here? This is the blue production line, isn't it? Purple circuits. Oh, look at this. See, our production line's gotten twisted up somehow. I've fucked something up at some point. I don't know where I did this mistake, but I seem to have screwed it up. Why are these on the same line? What is going on with that? They should be on a separate part. Okay, so I've screwed that up somehow. Let's see. The battery production's coming along really, really heavily. That's not a bad thing. Circuits need to be on the opposite side of that track, or batteries do. That's the mistake I made. Is I changed the batteries. They're being placed on the wrong side of the track. That's what happened. Okay, so let's do this. No. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. So now it puts it on the inside of the track, and circuits can be produced on the other side of the track. My inventory is going to be full in a second here. I'm going to have to drop this shit off. You're full up too, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. Full. What are those? Discharge defense remote. Oh, that's a stupid thing. I won't make those. I won't make the mistake of making those again in the future. I'll tell you that much. Oh, that's right. All right. So now that they're on the right sides, let's just make sure that everything's being placed properly. The circuits are being produced. Blues are being made again. Okay, good. See, that's the stupid thing about this. It's like little mistakes like that, boom, they set you right back. All of a sudden, everything doesn't work. Let's put the steel in there. Let's give this thing some batteries. Look at our little resource drones just coming and hooking me up. They're good boys. They work hard. They do. They're hard workers, they are. And I think we got some extra copper here. We definitely have some extra circuits. And we got too much plastic on us. So we'll just stick all this in the machines. Keep those robots busy. Holy shit, look at this. Look at them go. Getting gang raped by these freaking robots. Oh, I guess they gave them the order to keep me stocked up on some shit, huh? Huh. Alright, so let's stick a few more circuits on there. And we're laughing, baby. We are laughing. But yeah, I think, I'm at the freaking end game here. There's not really much else I can do. Rocket defense will be done real shortly. And then that's it, baby. I'm done. I got it all accomplished. Now, why is steel not making it to this machine? Oh, it is. It just doesn't have a need for it because it's so full. Okay. Okay. Alright, we got our one super fast thingy jigger, so let's go down there and let's put it on the machine that I was going to put it on, which was... What was that? What was that machine I was going to put it on? One of these guys that makes greens. There we go. Because I don't need all those on me. It's just taking up extra space in my inventory. So quite honestly, right now it's just a waiting game while these all punch through. We're about 25% finished on the rocket defense now. Let's see how many of these things we have left. I think we should be okay. Yeah, we still got a shit ton. This machine's still 17, 15 in stock here. There's a shit ton. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we don't need things like these train tracks right now. Oops, I've told them to keep those provided on me. How do I turn that off? I don't remember. Ah. Get rid of that. I don't need that anymore. That I do need. Stick that shit in there. All right. Yeah, I think the next time we start this up, it's going to be a little bit more interesting because now I know the basics of this game and I know how to achieve shit. We'll have to go a little bit more in depth. Like I said, the biggest thing is going to be set up distinct production lines, not one major line like these things are. This is just a bad idea. This just doesn't work. I've been struggling forever to try and get my resources established properly. Also, the biggest problem is going to be the fact that I have these infinite sources of like ores and shit. Because I put it really, really imbalanced. So I won't be doing that again. What the hell happened to the power line? Oh, okay. Alright, well, rocket defense will be done in a little bit. I think we've built everything we can build. Let's go over to the oil production facility. Just take a peek at that. I think I was in the process of building the water line and I stopped. Yeah. See, this was the other problem, is that I built this map with no sources of water anywhere. I didn't realize how important water was going to be. When I made this map, I really didn't know anything. Let's make some more pipe. I think I have the stuff on me to make pipe. Okay. I only need a little bit more. Don't fuck around. Just give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Alright. Water's on that side. I suppose we should probably put a couple of these pumps on. I imagine the water pressure is pretty bad by this point. They also have to come up with some diagonal pipes. Like, that just looks stupid as shit, and it's so wasteful. Okay, that's good. Wanted to make sure the line wasn't broken or anything. But yeah, like, that's such a waste of pipe. Like, that was a ridiculous usage of pipe. Alright, we'll place a tower down there. Is that our last long tower? Shit. There we go. Let's connect all these bad boys up. Just a few more. All right. How's the oil production? Pretty good by the looks of it. Whoops. My mistake. One of these is supposed to be water, not both of them. The other one's supposed to be oil. We're going to need a lot more pipes then, that's for sure. Alright. And we're going to need a couple more of these pumps. Underground pipe, gonna need a few of those bitches. And we'll hook all that shit up like that. Oh, come on, prick. Okay. Give me more pipe. I need more. Oh, shit. Well, that's it for pipe. Whew. Thank God. That was close. I didn't think I was going to have enough. Alright. Now we need to make some storage tanks, which I don't think we can make anymore because I think we used all of it up. All of our iron up. Bah! Boo. Boo, boo, boo earns. Where are the storage tanks? There they are. And we don't, because we don't have any more iron plates. Fick. Figgity, fig, fig, fig. Alright, so let's head back to the train station. Choo-choo! And we'll get ourselves some more iron plates. Hey, hey, hey! I wish this thing had better brakes. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. The brakes on this thing suck. They suck the big fuck. Come to me, my robot army. Give me your plates now. Blue production is still really low. I expect that to improve. Oh, here they come. Give me my 200 plates. Yeah, this is definitely a shortcoming of my production facility here. Now there's no batteries. Why is there no batteries? Because there's no copper. Oh, fuck's sakes. Just one thing after a goddamn another. Why is there no copper? There's no copper. Because I cut off the copper production somehow by blocking it with nothing but iron production. Whoops. See, this is the kind of thing you gotta watch out for. A shitty little mistake like that and everything gets fucked. Alright, just cleaning this up ain't gonna fix the problem. I gotta actually solve the problem here. I don't want it on both sides of the conveyor belt, so how do I fix that? What side is the copper coming onto? Okay, so I need to loop this track right here. And then I just bring this track up to this piece right like that. There we go. And it's all fixed. Now it goes on the one side, copper goes on the other side. And we've got production. I always make mistakes like that. I'm always screwing everything up. How's our rocket defense coming? Almost done. Come on, rocket defense. Well, guys, you know what? I guess there's really no point in keep going. We've already accomplished everything we wanted to accomplish, and more so. Oof, that's a lot. What takes these blue processors? Where the hell's my blue processor production line? There's the green ones. There's the purple ones. What the hell takes the blue ones? Why don't I see any anywhere? I really don't remember what it was that takes these blue processors, nor do I remember where the hell I have them being made. Like something must take them. Is it you? No. You take green and make purple. And you don't take any processors. You make blue processors. But why do I want blue processors? A shit ton of them in here. Oh well, who cares? It doesn't matter at this point. The game be done, folk. The game be done. Alright, so that was my first playthrough of Factorio. Gotta say, quite a fun game. I cheated a little bit by giving myself a very resource-intense area to work with. I won't be doing that in the next challenge, for sure. I'll be switching it up. This was more of a learning experience. I now learned how everything works, even though we didn't really experience a biter attack all the time like we should have because the way I set things up. It still was a good learning experience for sure, and the next playthrough is going to be a lot more exciting because now I know what to expect, and I know how to play it a little bit better, a little bit more effectively. So, thank you very much, guys, for watching. I hope you did enjoy this first playthrough of Factorio, and I will see you in the next adventure. Because rocket defense is only about 20% away, I don't feel making you guys wait until to see that happen, because we clearly have enough. Oh, Blue, what have you done? What have you done, Blue? Blue production's way down. Well, it's not. It seems like it's going pretty good, but it's not going fast enough. It just takes a long time. Could speed it up with making some of these. Is it the third ones that require? Yeah, they require alien artifacts and the blue processors. That's where those are coming from. That's why I needed those. Anyways, guys, thanks very much. Make sure you leave those likes and such. And I will see you all in the next episode of Evan Better Presents. Thanks for watching.